Good morning. I think we're going to try to stay on time this morning, so we'll get started. I'm Chris Yates, President of SHPOA, and I'd like to welcome you to our spring meeting. We always look forward to this opportunity to meet you in person and get some direct feedback from you as to what your organization should be doing, and give you the opportunity to meet with town officials. And on that note, I'd like to introduce our council members that are here. But we'll begin with Mayor Tim Carney is here. We'll hear from him a little bit later. Council members Bunny Parisic, Jen Parsec, Jen Gensimer, and our newest council member, Ken Beddick. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. And Robin Katzer, I didn't see you there. So, and I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank my fellow trustees for the work that they do to make these meetings happen and make them meaningful for you, and for the work they do throughout the year. They represent you and your interests before council and in other organizations in town, and they help us as we sponsor a lot of events, and they put in a lot of work, so thank you. And we'll have more about some of this stuff a little bit later. I'd also like to thank Harbor Square Theater for providing our meeting space, Sam Weirman of IDE Insurance for providing our refreshments, and ShopRite, Seashore Ace, and Jay's on Third providing our door prizes. And these are all examples of why Stone Harbor is such a special place. We hope that what you hear today will make you want to be a part of the SHPOA leadership and contribute your time and experience to further the work that we do. We're always on the lookout for new volunteers and for trustees, and we'll also be talking about that a little bit later. Earlier this year, we conducted a survey about our 2 in-person meetings to get some insight into what you wanted to hear at these meetings and what we can do to make it more convenient for you to attend. So this meeting is a little bit of a shift from our past meetings, and our agenda will reflect that feedback. Some things we can't change. We can't move the school year, change golf tournaments, or make these meetings happen closer to your house. So we just focused on what we can do, which is the content of the meetings. So you asked to hear more about Stone Harbor's governance, budget, planning, and flood and control, and so that's what we're going to talk about today. And you're going to hear from some of our elected officials, and you're going to hear from some of the SHPOA trustees who are actually engaged in this work. So you'll get some insight into what we're working on and the goals that we have that we're seeking to accomplish. Before we begin that, though, I'd like to remind everyone that the 2nd annual Stone Harbor Hustle is coming up on June 22nd. We partnered with Shells of Hope this year to support pediatric cancer research. If you haven't gotten out your racing shoes and signed up, there's still time. So go to the SHPOA website and register. I'd like to thank Jeff Woolery and our community engagement committee for all the work they do to make this race a success.